Type 4 compound contains polyatomics. If you're using our Zoom Docs book, they are in the inside back cover of your textbook. You should have already memorized them, and you also have to know them really well. Polyatomic is defined as it's composed of more than one atom, but behave as one single unit and carry a charge. So even though it has more than one different element, we're still going to consider them as one single thing. Let's try some example here. So here we're writing the formula. So for type 4, the way you write the formula is no different from type 1 or 2. So you're going to take the charges, cross them over, bring it to the bottom, and then reduce if it's necessary. So for example, copper 1 sulfate. Copper 1 is Cu with a positive 1 charge. Don't forget the Roman numeral tells us about the charge. It's not how many copper you have, it's a charge. So copper 1 is Cu plus 1. Sulfate is SO4 with a negative 2 charge. So sorry, I can't do the superscript and subscript from this application. So I'm going to have to write it this way. So you have to know that the 4 is on the bottom as a subscript. The negative 2 is on the top right as a superscript. Right, so when we cross over the charges, so we take the Cu with a 1 charge, SO4 with a negative 2 charge. We take the numbers and switch them to the bottom. So again, we drop the sign, we drop the plus or minus. So I'll have Cu2 and then SO4 1. Okay, so Cu, the 2 is on the bottom as a subscript, the 4 is on the bottom as a subscript. So just take the numbers and then switch to the bottom and reduce it if it's necessary. This is not reducible because I have a 2, 1, and 4. 2 copper, 1 sulfur, and 4 oxygen. That's not reducible, so I'm going to leave it this way. Let's try the next one. NH4 positive, SO4 negative 2. So we have the charges here already. So all we have to do is put them together, switch over the charges, the number only. So NH4 is a positive 1, SO4 is negative 2. So I'm going to take the 1 and the 2 and switch. So that means I will need 2 NH4s. To show 2 sets of NH4s, I'll need to represent that with parentheses. So NH4 with 2 of them, and I only need 1 set of SO4. So it will look like this. So please change all these little numbers to subscript. So it'll be NH4 inside the parentheses, 2, and the SO4 for your chemical formula. And if I want to name this formula, NH42SO4, I'm just going to name it as is. We don't change it. We don't change the ending for the polyatomics. So NH4 is called ammonium, and the SO4 is called sulfate. All right, so that's all it is. We don't change the endings. We don't add anything. Just name as is for our polyatomics. All right, next one, sodium hydroxide. Sodium is Na, and the hydroxide, well, back to sodium is Na with a positive 1 charge. Hydroxide is OH with a negative 1 charge. And then all I have to do is take the numbers, switch them, bring it to the bottom. So I need 1 of each, 1 Na and 1 OH. So sodium hydroxide is NaOH. Next, I have ammonium sulfide. So ammonium is NH4 with a positive 1 charge. Sulfide is SO3 with a negative charge. Okay, so I'm going to take the numbers, switch over to the bottom. I'm going to take just the charge. We don't change the little number on the bottom already. That's in the polyatomics. So I have NH4 1, positive 1, SO3 negative 2. So I'm going to take the numbers, so 1 and 2, switch over to the bottom. So I need 2 sets of NH4s and just 1 set of SO3. So don't forget to change the 4, 2, and the 3 to a little subscript on the bottom. That's it for type 4.